Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. And on this morning's update with our weather, we're looking ahead to the week of Thanksgiving. I think we're going to see some bookend storms across portions of the nation. I'll have what you can expect right here in the valley. If you're going over the hills and through the woods to grandmother's house, you go. Hutch's weather with a deep dive into what to expect as we head into the holiday week. Coming up now.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with meteorologist Hutch Johnson.
All right. Well, we're making it toward the latter half of the week. We look ahead, and it's hard to believe that Thanksgiving is right around the corner. And a lot of folks love to travel on the Thanksgiving holiday. The good news is right here locally, I think we're looking for some fairly quiet weather for travelers in this immediate vicinity. But if you are flying anywhere and if you're traveling long distance, there will be some concerns. I'm going to go over those with you right now. And let's get right to what's in the graphic right behind me right now. I'm going to take 2 seconds and I'm going to move my big head and we'll talk about it. Check this out. All right, there, I moved my head. Monday and Tuesday, here's what you know, or here's what we know. There will be a storm exiting the Rocky Mountains early in the week. Now, that storm will exit Colorado and head into the southern and central plains. Therefore, there'll be some rain and maybe a little bit of snow with this system there early in the week. But I do believe we'll have a significant risk for some areas of severe thunderstorm type of weather in the southern plains and maybe as far out into the mid-Atlantic states as that system exits through Tuesday and early into Wednesday. So early in the week, we're talking about weather that impacts the southern and central plains and the East Coast. On Wednesday, we could still see impacts along the East Coast and Great Lakes region. And I'll show you a map of this in just a moment. Then I expect quiet weather for most of the nation, including our area, for holiday travelers on Wednesday and on Thanksgiving Day itself. Now, there are indications of another end to the book. We got the pre-holiday storm and the post-holiday storm. This one developing in the Rockies on late Thanksgiving Day into Friday. That storm will exit the central Rockies, where it will take some areas of snow with it, and it will head into the central and southern plains. But the impacts are uncertain because the models are simply changing their mind, and that's what happens when we're this far out. I'm going to start with a look at the European model, and the European model will show us just a little bit more detail here about what we can expect. I'm going to go over these real quickly, but you'll get the idea of how the models are changing from run to run as we keep our eyes on this, particularly if you're interested in travel. All right, let's put this up. Here is the European model. Now, I'm going to start this and drag it over to get to the weekend, Saturday. We've talked about the weather locally here. This is a look at Saturday morning, very quiet weather. We get through Sunday, quiet weather, and here's that system exiting the Rockies right there. Shazam! See all the blue? This is on Monday morning, very, very early, midnight, and here's 6 a.m. So travelers across the Rocky Mountains on Monday morning could have some snow to deal with. A lot of wind as well. That snow transitions to rain, and good old-fashioned strong thunderstorms are going to happen Monday, heading into Monday afternoon and evening in the southeast. This is where we may have the best chance at a good old-fashioned severe weather outbreak here in the winter season. That's right, severe summer type weather for the southeast United States. And watch where this system goes. This is now heading into Tuesday. It quickly races up to the Great Lakes. So Tuesday travelers in the afternoon flying through places like Green Bay, Detroit, travel through Chicago, all impacted by this very significant storm, the dark blues, heavy snow, and good old-fashioned thunderstorms carrying their way through the Carolinas, through the Virginias, and out into parts of Pennsylvania, and heavy rain at that, with a lot of wind as well. So notice that eastern third of the country is impacted by this system Wednesday and into the early hours of Wednesday morning before it exits. Here's the quiet between the storms for the holiday. Wednesday, Thursday, looking good. And then the European model says we have another storm that develops early Friday, and for travelers on the way home, the storm fell apart. It just plain old disappeared there. That's what the European model says. A quick look at the American model shows that same series of storms working their way out of the Rockies on the beginning of the holiday week. This is Monday and Tuesday. There's our severe weather potential for the southeast. That's on Tuesday. Then late Tuesday, this storm races. Snow impacts the Great Lakes. Both models show that. I have high confidence that this is likely going to impact the southern plains with severe weather and the eastern third of the United States on Tuesday and into Wednesday morning. And then it's out of here. Then quiet for many of us as we go into the holiday. But this model, the American model, showing some signs of the developing Rocky Mountain storm as we go through the Thanksgiving holiday. So there could be mountain snow if you're going to Wyoming or the Yellowstone area or anywhere up in western Montana to Idaho. And this storm system on the American model, it does reappear out in the central plains with some heavy snow in Iowa, Missouri, and some stormy weather to the south as we go into Friday. So, bottom line, we're going to be bookended by some interesting weather for travelers far, but not travelers near as we go through the holiday week. I will keep you updated right here on Hutch's Weather. I sure appreciate your support and your subscriptions to my YouTube channel right here. We'll keep you updated. Have a wonderful close to this week, and well, we'll have to rough it through a pretty tough Thursday today here across the region.